everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I think I have to edit I think I spelled her name wrong. Anyway, um, today I'm going to be talking about Felicia Cochran. I wanted to do this yesterday. Hello, Millie. Hello. Time did not permit for me to do this yesterday. As I said, I have been busy all of June and will continue to do so. Hey, Ginger Snap. Much love, honey. Much love. Thank you all for being in here earlier. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is something that I did want to do earlier. Hey, Daniel, Barry, Sports, Highlight, honey. Janice, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome back. I had to get me a little break there. Plus, I didn't think it was right to bring this into drama, and that's all that was earlier. So, this is one I wanted to do yesterday because this is an old case back from 1992, but her daughter had wrote a letter, and I wanted to read some of that letter. And again, I wrote some things from my heart and my head. We're going to do it the smiley way. And I put some thought into this, and as y'all know, and I will be reading some of the letters. Only I'm a little bit I don't know how to do that. Day late and a dollar short. Oh, my numbers didn't transfer. I don't know who's calling. I don't know who's calling. Oh my God. My numbers didn't transfer yet. Oh, this is a nightmare until I get into my apps tomorrow or my password or something. See me rolling my eyes in the back of the head. Hey, Kelly. Kelly from Alabama. This is, oh, so yes, I don't know if you know this case or not, but yes, she was from Alabama. Again, it's a case from 92, but you're like 45 minutes from there. Wow. And you're local too, Michelle? Wow. So I found it interesting because I found like the letter and stuff that her daughter had wrote, and I was reading and reading. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Sarah. Everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Carol. It's so comfortable. It's a little dress. It's so comfortable. And it's cool. It's so hot outside. It's hot. Hot and sticky, muggy, humid, you name it. So I had to go out and about today, so I wasn't about trying to be hot or do anything else. But welcome. Okay. So it's 98 there. Lord, honey, I ain't even looked here, but I just know it's hot. When I know it's hot, it's hot. In Florida, what state is PA? PA is hot too. PA is hot too. It's just hot everywhere. It's hot everywhere. Arizona, oh, I could not imagine. I could not imagine. 104 there. Oh, Lord, honey. You're back, Wendy. Thank you. Thank you for all coming back. I'm sorry I had to get some things straight. Sorry. Texas. And I hear Texas does get hot. They say go big or go home in Texas. I imagine that includes the weather too. That's not hot at all. The other day it was 114. Woo, Lord. Lord have mercy. Not sorry. We needed. We are here for you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So again, I think I spelled her name wrong. I can see it up there, but it's something don't look right about it. But anyway, I'll go back and check on that. So nobody needs to tell me I spelled it wrong. I think I spelled her last name wrong. Anyway, whatever. I'll do it. I'll do it right. Sometimes fat fingers get in, especially if I'm doing it on the computer. Oh Lord, this thing just goes any which way it wants to do. You be in here. You lived there all your life except 7 years. You was in Minnesota and loved it there. Hello, Allison. You're new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So this is about Felicia Cochran, and you had a knee replacement. Oh, I'm so sorry, Haley. I hope you're doing okay. Holy crap. Yeah, sometimes it's better not to even know what's going on. Exactly. Well, I normally wouldn't have paid it no attention, but it, you know what really set me off? It really set me off when they said I got to the part where they said, her subs are paying for her nails. Bullshit. They should have listened to the very first part of it. I'm tired of them taking everything out of context. How about their subs are paying for their weed? How about that? That they're over there smoking in front of their child. How about that? How about that? Anyway, I spelled it right, Millie. Okay, thank you. Because I know somebody would have corrected me. It just didn't look right up here. Something didn't look right about it. I don't know. But whatever. I love y'all. I love y'all. All right. And I'm reading from my notes I wrote, y'all. My notes. I was gonna come on here yesterday. These are my notes, not out of the only thing that I copied and pasted on here was from the daughter's letter. I can't remember that in my head. That's her word. And when I do that, I will say in quote. That's common sense. When something's in quote, it means what somebody else said. Duh. In case you didn't know. Thank you, Allison. You live 10 minutes from Pell City? This lady put a stupid lock on my phone that keeps closing up. It keeps closing up. I got to get that off of there. I can't deal with all that. I have nothing to hide, so I don't usually have a lock on my phone. But I keep having to put the code in. Why'd she ask me to put a freaking code in? Anyway. Always something with my phones. Technology. I'm not good at tech. Okay. So, Felicia Cochran, that's the lady on the, and I'll show you more pictures of her back then, but she's the lady on my, whatever you call it. I can't even think today. Thumbnail. And she was born on August 10th in 1965. And her name was Felicia Cochran. She had 3 children. Oh, Alicia, Allison. I don't know why I said Alicia. Sorry, Allison. That's bad. What's going on with Tennessee, man? But she had 3 children, and she was estranged from her husband. And by the time she was just 26 years old, that was in 1992. Then in July of that year is when she tragically disappeared. She went to visit a local beauty salon. Now, you never think adults are going to go disappearing. You just don't. Especially back in those days, you just never thought adults are not going to disappear. Nobody's going to get adults. But Felicia did. That's horrible. It's horrible. I'm sure she just started out a normal, carefree day. She had a little free time on her hands. That's something very rare that a parent gets, especially if you have children. Y'all know that if you have children, you don't get to do anything for yourselves, especially if you're a good parent. There's just no time. Heck, even if you're a bad parent or not so great parent, you just don't have time to do things for yourself. Whether you're a mother or a father, it's not time. You have to really get to make time. Just like I said, my son gave me his credit card and said, actually, 3-4 days before my birthday, and said, go get your nails done. Go get a mani and pedi. I didn't get a chance. I didn't even get a chance on my birthday. It was after my birthday, after June 15th, that I finally got time for me, that I finally got me time to do that. You don't have time. And I don't even have no kids here. I don't even have kids, but I do have real life obligations. But Felicia, she had 3 children, and somehow that day she managed to go to the beauty salon, I'm sure, which was not easy for her, and she was never seen or heard from again. It all began on July 11th, 1992, when Felicia, she asked her daughter, though. She asked her 10-year-old daughter at the time. Her name was Brandy, the daughter. Her name was Brandy Nicole Martin. She said, do you want to come join me? Do you want to come join me at the beauty salon? And at the time, her daughter said, no, she turned down the offer. She was just a kid. Kids don't care about that stuff. Even little girls, believe it or not. So Felicia left their home, headed to the salon. Thank God her daughter did turn it down. Thank God she didn't want to go. But more importantly, thank God her mom did not make her go. Some moms would have made them go. But she didn't insist she went. Now, I don't know where the little girl was. Don't ask me all them questions. I don't know. Maybe she was with her grandmother. Maybe she was with the neighbor. Maybe she was, I don't know. That's not important. She was safe. Now her daughter that was asked to go has made a statement. And it says, in quote, this is the part I copied. No brainer, in quote. Her daughter says, I'm going to start pointing this stuff out for y'all because some people don't have common sense. Her daughter said, Mom, because she wrote her a letter, but her daughter said, Mom, I remember the last time I saw you. You asked if I wanted to go with you to the beauty salon. I said no. Had I known that would be the last time I would see you, my answer would have been unquestionably yes. This is my words. That's so very sad. The little girl had no idea it would be the last time she would ever see her mother. None of us can ever know. We can never predict these things. None of us can ever know things like this will happen. And sometimes even our last words to someone even if they're mean or not so nice, or we wish we did things differently, or we could go back and say things and wish we never said them before. We can't fix it. We can't go back. But we can't carry those burdens either. 99.9% of the time, they are not our fault. And I assure you, I smiley assure you, 100% of the time, the person gone, and I'm saying this as a mother, I'm saying this as a sister, a daughter, 99% of the time, that person would not want you to carry that burden throughout your life. Especially a child. They wouldn't want you to carry that. They wouldn't. This little girl, who is now a young lady, I'm telling you, as a mom, I promise you, if your mother could change anything that day, if you ever hear this, not that you will, she would have kept putting herself last just to spend more minutes and hours and years with you, sweet baby girl. Even if her hair fell out, I bet you were the most important thing to her. Now, Brandy wrote in a letter to her mother 20 years after Felicia's disappearance. That's so sad. This has affected her forever. The evil out there here that harms people has no concept of conscience and gives no second or first thought to that human being or anything or anyone who loves them at all. All they know is how to hurt for thrill, for power, and they have no conscience, no love, no support, no nothing, no heart, in my opinion. They're psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists. They have no feelings, just zero. That's my opinion. It was approximately 6 p.m. when Felicia drove away from her mother's house in a car, a 1987 gray Nissan Sentra. She reportedly traveled towards the Birmingham area and arrived at the beauty salon. But what occurred afterwards is still unknown. And Felicia was never seen or heard from again, leaving behind 2 daughters, Brandy and Tanya, and a son, Quadarius. And I hope I said that right. Also, in Brandy's letter, she wrote, quote, 20 years ago today, your mother had you declared legally missing. You were only 26 years old. That was the day my world changed. Life became difficult, a difficult place for me to navigate, unfamiliar, Brandy recalled in her letter. You were the love that was never and can ever be replaced. I miss that. Tanya and I can't have these mother-daughter moments with you. Shopping, us crawling in your bed, telling you our life's problems, and you telling us everything is going to be okay, or simply calling to say, I love you, or asking, "How was your day today?" They say there was some witnesses, and witnesses reportedly told the authorities that she had been arguing with someone in the beauty salon's parking lot. Now, I don't know. I couldn't find if it was a male or female she had been arguing with. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but nowhere that I could find. But there were witnesses, and they say that Felicia reportedly dialed 911 out of concern for her well-being. So I'm sure all of that's in the police records. And police officers did arrive on the scene. But when they arrived, Felicia was nowhere to ever be seen, found, or heard from again. They say that not even 12 hours later, her car, though, was found. Her car was found, and it was abandoned, and it was burned in a remote area, per se, and it was located near Talladega. I know a lot of you is familiar with Talladega County, Alabama, and to this day, the exact circumstances surrounding her disappearance is unknown. And her case is still unsolved. It's unsolved. And her daughter, Brandy, went on to say, quote, this is Brandy, "I wish I could ask about your childhood, your college days, or what falling in love was like for you. I wish I could tell you thank you for the sacrifices you made for me and being a great example of what a mother is," Brandy continued in her letter. See, y'all, this is eating away at her daughter. Probably both of them, but it's really eating away at her daughter. And I could be wrong, but it's probably really getting to her because her mother was going to take her that day. She probably has survivor's remorse or guilt. I don't know. But it's eating away at her daughter. And she shouldn't feel that way, but she will. The rest of her life, she'll always have questions. It's sad. Her daughter went on to write from her daughter, quote, "What was your final day like? What was your last words? And how were you taken from us? But more importantly, where are your remains so that you can be properly laid to rest? And there is finally closure, and we are all finally at peace. Regardless if that day ever comes, you will always be at the forefront of my mind and deeply rooted in my heart. And I will live each and every day in an attempt to make you more proud of me than you were the day before." I love you, and I look forward to the day we are in each other's arms again. It is sad, Millie. It's very sad to me. I don't care who's missing. I don't care how long they've been missing. They deserve to be found. For goodness sakes. People deserve closure. Hey, Sergeant King. In my opinion, of course, she did not just disappear on her own. She was going to get her hair done. She was going to take her daughter too, but thank God she didn't. Her daughter didn't want to go. Thank goodness her daughter's safe. But something happened to Felicia. She was never seen or heard from again. And if she could have returned home to her children, I'm pretty sure she would have. But she couldn't. It was beyond her control, whatever it was. That was July 11th, 1992. This is June 19th, 2024. And someone knows something. It's time someone speaks up. Take that burden off of her children, especially her daughter Brandy. As you can see, she's hurting really bad to this day. She needs closure. They all need closure. And Felicia needs peace and a proper burial. I think they've come to accept she's no longer here. That's what her daughter and her family wants. Please do the right thing. What we do know is at the time of the disappearance, Felicia Cochran stood 5'3" and weighed approximately 135 pounds. She had black, dark brown hair and brown eyes. Both of her ears were pierced, and she may wear glasses. She was estranged from her husband when she went missing, and she would be 55 years old at the time of this publication. I think that was old. I think that was a little bit older. But anyone with information regarding the case is urged to contact the Pell City Police Department at 205-884-3334 or their local authorities. Her case number is 920-600-0037. The detective on the case at Pell City is 205-884-3334. The Alabama Center for Missing and Exploited Children is 1-800-228-7688. And again, she was last seen in Pell City, July 11th, 1992. Let's pray that someone will see her or hear about this story and remember something, and that they will say something. Everyone, I would like to believe, people change no matter what and are willing to make things right. And, somehow, some way, if they know something, that they're willing to say something or at least be anonymous. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, and give these people closure. That's what I pray. So again, if you know something, please say something. I appreciate y'all joining me again. And I hope you have a good night. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Bye.